For centuries, humans believed our galaxy was just one island of stars drifting alone in the darkness of space, but modern astronomy has revealed something far more complex. Our galaxy is not isolated at all. In fact, it is part of a much larger cosmic environment, a region filled with galaxies, dark matter, and enormous structures stretching across millions of light years. And now, astronomers may have discovered something extraordinary surrounding our galactic neighborhood, a massive cosmic structure that appears to form a giant sheet of matter around our region of the universe. At the center of this story lies our home galaxy, the Milky Way. The Milky Way contains hundreds of billions of stars and stretches roughly 100,000 light-years across. But on cosmic scales, even something that large is just a tiny piece of a much bigger puzzle. Our galaxy belongs to a small collection of galaxies called the Local Group. This group includes more than 50 galaxies, including our closest giant neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. Together, these galaxies drift through space under the influence of gravity. For a long time, scientists believed the motion of galaxies in this region was mostly explained by gravity from nearby galaxies. But new research suggests something much bigger may be influencing their movement. Astronomers analyzing the motion of galaxies around us noticed something unusual. Instead of moving randomly, many galaxies appear to follow similar large-scale patterns. It almost looks as if they are flowing along invisible cosmic structures, and according to new studies, those structures might form a gigantic cosmic sheet surrounding our region of space. To understand this discovery, we need to zoom out much farther than our galaxy, much farther than our local group. On the largest scales, the universe does not look random. Instead, galaxies are arranged in an enormous network known as the cosmic web. The cosmic web is made of gigantic filaments of galaxies and dark matter stretching across the universe. These filaments connect massive clusters of galaxies like threads in a three-dimensional spider web. Between them lie enormous empty regions called cosmic voids, where very few galaxies exist. If we could zoom out far enough to see the entire universe, it would look like a vast web of glowing nodes connected by long strands. Our galaxy sits somewhere inside this structure, but scientists are now realizing that our region may be influenced by something even larger than previously thought. Using detailed measurements of galaxy movements and distances, researchers reconstructed the large-scale flows of galaxies around us. What they found was surprising. Many nearby galaxies appear to lie along a massive flat structure, almost like a gigantic cosmic wall or sheet. This structure spans millions of light-years, and it seems to shape how galaxies move within our region of space. In other words, gravity from this enormous structure may be guiding the motion of entire galaxies, including the Milky Way. And that raises a fascinating question. What exactly is this cosmic structure made of? Part of the answer likely involves one of the most mysterious components of the universe, dark matter. Dark matter cannot be seen directly because it does not emit or reflect light. Yet scientists believe it makes up about 85% of all matter in the universe. Without dark matter, galaxies would not form the way they do. And the cosmic web itself is thought to be largely shaped by enormous filaments of dark matter. Stretching across space, these invisible structures act like gravitational scaffolding. Gas and galaxies collect along them, slowly forming the cosmic architecture we observe today. The newly discovered structure around our galaxy may be another example of this hidden framework, a gigantic region where dark matter and galaxies are arranged in a vast sheet, spanning millions of light-years. But discoveries like this also remind us how little we truly understand about the universe. Even though humans have studied the sky for thousands of years, we have only begun mapping the largest structures in existence. Our galaxy is not the center of the universe. It is not even particularly special. It is just one galaxy moving along the threads of a cosmic web that stretches across billions of light-years. And somewhere within that enormous structure, our tiny planet continues orbiting an ordinary star, which leads to an incredible realization. The Milky Way is not simply drifting through empty space. It is traveling through a vast cosmic landscape shaped by structures so large that they are almost impossible for the human mind to imagine. And astronomers are only beginning to discover what those structures really look like. But how do astronomers even detect something this enormous? After all, we cannot simply step outside the galaxy and take a photograph of our position in the universe. Instead, scientists must rely on indirect clues. One of the most important tools they use is the measurement of galaxy motion. Every galaxy in space is constantly moving under the influence of gravity. By carefully measuring the speed and direction of these movements, astronomers can reconstruct the invisible gravitational landscape of the universe. This technique allows scientists to see something remarkable. Galaxies do not move randomly. Instead, they tend to flow along enormous gravitational pathways, almost like rivers moving through a cosmic landscape. These flows reveal the hidden structure of the universe. By studying them, astronomers discovered that galaxies are not scattered evenly through space. Instead, they gather along massive filaments and sheets that form the structure known as the cosmic web. These filaments stretch across tens and even hundreds of millions of light-years. At the intersections of these filaments lie gigantic clusters of galaxies, some of the most massive objects in the entire universe. One famous example is the enormous structure called the Laniakea supercluster. This supercluster contains more than 100,000 galaxies, including our own Milky Way. The name Laniakea comes from the Hawaiian language and means immense heaven. It is an appropriate name because this structure spans roughly 500 million light-years across, and yet even Laniakea is only one part of a much larger cosmic network. Within this network, galaxies slowly move toward regions where gravity is strongest. For our local region of the universe, one of the most powerful gravitational centers is known as the Great Attractor. This mysterious region lies roughly 150 to 250 million light-years away. Its gravity is so powerful that it pulls thousands of galaxies, including the Milky Way, slowly toward it. For decades, astronomers have tried to understand how these giant cosmic structures influence the motion of galaxies. But the newly discovered cosmic sheet surrounding our region adds another piece to the puzzle. It suggests that galaxies near us may be moving along the surface of a vast, flattened structure, almost like boats drifting along the surface of a gigantic cosmic ocean. And that idea has important implications, because if galaxies move along these massive structures, it means the universe is even more organized than we previously believed. The large-scale structure of the universe may resemble a gigantic three-dimensional network of sheets, filaments, and clusters, all of them shaped by the invisible force of dark matter. Dark matter acts like the skeleton of the universe. Even though we cannot see it, its gravity guides the formation of galaxies and cosmic structures. Without dark matter, the cosmic web might never have formed. Computer simulations of the universe support this idea. When scientists simulate the evolution of the universe after the Big Bang, something remarkable happens. At first, matter is spread almost evenly through space, but over billions of years, gravity slowly pulls matter together. Small fluctuations grow larger. Eventually, matter forms filaments and sheets stretching across enormous distances. These simulations create patterns that look almost identical to the cosmic web astronomers observe today, which means the universe may have been building this gigantic structure for over 13 billion years, and we are only now beginning to map it. But discoveries like the giant structure around our galaxy also reveal something profound. Our location in the universe is not random. The Milky Way exists within a complex gravitational environment, shaped by structures millions of light-years across. The motion of our galaxy, our neighboring galaxies, and even massive clusters may all be influenced by this cosmic architecture. In a sense, galaxies are not just floating in space, they are moving along the threads of an enormous cosmic web that connects the entire universe. And perhaps the most astonishing part of this discovery is how little we still know. Astronomers have mapped only a fraction of the observable universe in detail. There may be even larger structures waiting to be discovered. Gigantic cosmic walls, enormous voids, and massive filaments stretching across hundreds of millions of light-years. Each new discovery reveals that the universe is far more complex than we once imagined, but it also reminds us of something humbling. Our entire galaxy, with its hundreds of billions of stars, is just one small node in a cosmic network that spans billions of light-years. And somewhere inside that vast structure lies a tiny blue planet, where a curious species continues asking questions about the universe. Questions that may one day lead us to understand the full architecture of the cosmos.